In this video, we are revealing who won an ICC World Cup final on boundary count, and who made one of the most memorable performances in Ashes history. We're going to take a trip down memory lane and relive some of the most epic moments in cricket. Let's go! Our first moment takes us back to the 2007 T20 World Cup final between India and Pakistan. It was a historic moment for Indian cricket fans as they watched their team face their arch rivals in a high-pressure final. India needed 13 runs off the last over, and all eyes were on a young MS Dhoni, who was leading the Indian team for the first time in an international tournament. The pressure was immense, but Dhoni remains calm and focused. He smashed a six off the second last ball to seal the victory for India, and the entire country erupted in celebration. This was a moment that will be remembered for generations to come, and it cemented Dhoni's place as one of the greatest captains in Indian cricket history. It was a perfect example of how one player can change the course of a game and inspire a nation. So what do you think of our first epic moment? Did you witness that historic moment live? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button to stay up to date with all the latest cricket content on Crick Flix. Next up, we have an epic moment from the 2019 ICC Cricket World Cup final between England and New Zealand. The match went down to the wire, and it all came down to a super over. England batted first and managed to score 15 runs. New Zealand also scored 15 runs, but England won on a boundary count. It was a heartbreaking moment for New Zealand, but it was a moment of glory for England, who won their first ever World Cup. Our third moment comes from the 1999 ICC Cricket World Cup semi-final between Australia and South Africa. South Africa needed 9 runs off the last over with just 1 wicket in hand. Lance Klusener was on strike, and he smashed 2 consecutive boundaries to tie the match. However, due to a higher run rate, Australia progressed to the final. It was a moment of heartbreak for South Africa, who were one of the favorites to win the tournament. Our next moment comes from the 2016 ICC World T20 match between India and Bangladesh, and it's a moment that will go down in history as one of the most thrilling finishes in cricket. India needed just 2 runs off the last 3 balls to win the match, and the pressure was on. Bangladesh seemed to have the game in their grasp, but then Hardik Pandya stepped up and delivered one of the most memorable last overs in T20 cricket history. Pandya showed nerves of steel as he bowled Yorker after Yorker, giving away just 2 runs and taking 2 wickets in the process. The celebrations that followed were electric, with the Indian team and fans going wild with joy. This was a moment that showcased the beauty of cricket, with the game hanging in the balance until the very last ball. It's moments like this that make cricket such an exciting and unpredictable sport. This next moment is from the 2005 Ashes series, considered by many as one of the greatest test series of all time. England and Australia were facing off in the second test match, and it was a crucial moment for both teams. England needed 282 runs to win the match and leveled the series, and the game was evenly poised until Andrew Flintoff stepped up and delivered one of the most memorable performances in Ashes history. With his back against the wall, Flintoff showed his mettle as he scored a brilliant century and took 4 wickets to help England win the match by just 2 runs. The entire nation erupted in joy as England had finally won the Ashes after an 18-year drought. It was a moment of pure ecstasy for the English fans, who had waited for so long to see their team win. This moment showcased the grit, determination, and skill of Andrew Flintoff, who was later named Man of the Series. It's a reminder of how one player can make a difference and inspire his team to greatness. Wait, before we go, we have one more epic moment to add to the list. It's from the 2019 Ashes series between England and Australia. It was a 3rd test match, and England needed to win to keep their hopes of winning the series alive. They were chasing 359 runs, which seemed like an impossible task, but one man had other ideas. Ben Stokes played one of the greatest innings in Test history, scoring an unbeaten 135 to guide England to an improbable victory. He smashed the Australian bowlers all over the park and hit 8 sixes in his innings. The highlight of his innings was the partnership he had with Jack Leach. With England needing just 2 runs to win, Leach faced 17 balls and scored just 1 run. But his contribution was just as important as Stokes's, as he helped England inch closer to the target. And when Stokes hit the winning runs, the entire cricketing world erupted in joy and disbelief. This will be a moment that will be remembered for years to come, and it's definitely one of the most epic moments in cricket history. Which one is your favorite now? Let us know in the comments below. How could we forget the Indian Premier League, one of the most exciting and popular cricket tournaments in the world? There have been plenty of epic moments in the IPL over the years, but one that stands out is from the 2019 season. It was a match between Royal Challengers Bangalore and the Mumbai Indians, and RCB needed 17 runs off the last over to win. The Mumbai Indians were the favorites to win, but the RCB captain, Virat Kohli, had other plans. He smashed Lasith Malinga for a 6 off the first ball of the over, and followed it up with a 4. The crowd was on their feet as Kohli continued to dominate Malinga, hitting him for another 4 and a 6. RCB needed just 1 run to win off the last ball, and Kohli calmly guided the ball through the covers to secure a memorable victory for his team. This was a moment that showcased Kohli's skill, leadership, and determination, and it's definitely one of the most epic moments in the history of the IPL. Which one is your favorite now? Let us know in the comments below. Wow, what a trip down memory lane. These epic moments remind us why we love cricket and why it's such a special sport. Which one was your favorite? Was it MS Dhoni's match-winning 6 in the T20 World Cup final, or the nail-biting finish in the 2019 World Cup final between England and New Zealand? Maybe it was the unforgettable tie between Australia and South Africa in the 1999 World Cup semi-final, or the incredible last over from Hardik Pandya in the 2016 World T20 match between India and Bangladesh, or was it Andrew Flintoff's heroic performance in the 2005 Ashes series? Let us know in the comments below which moment gave you goosebumps and made you feel proud to be a cricket fan. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications to stay up to date with all the latest cricket content on Crick Flix. We'll be bringing you more exciting moments, highlights, interviews, and analysis from the world of cricket. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time on Crick Flix.